Hello, I'm back again. 2 days in a row. Ooh, check me out. Yes, so somebody made a comment yesterday about me thinking I'm enlightened. What? I don't know what enlightenment is. I don't know. I've never looked into that. I've never researched enlightenment. So I have no idea what enlightenment is. A lot of what I talk about are my theories based on some of the research that I've done. You know, it's like with my awakening, it made me question everything. You know, and then I sort of got into quantum physics and the fact that there is no matter here, that everything is just energy and stuff like that. And a lot of the occult stuff and the symbolism and things like that, you know, like the secret societies and everything like that, and who's running the world and why it is the way that it is. You know, it's like everyone kind of expected things to go back to normal after COVID, and it's not. We're seeing more inflation, we're seeing fucking interest rates go up, like people are losing their homes, people are losing their businesses. You know, the world is not getting better, it's not getting easier to live, it's getting worse. You know, I mean, like my videos about the 3D matrix, that's my theory about everything. I question the nature of reality because I'm like, what, everything's energy? Like, that's odd. Like, there's no matter here. So, yeah. I mean, like, the more people I talk to in real life, online, like, the more people I can see kind of questioning everything, and people having strange experiences and like spiritual experiences and things like that, you know. It's like if you're not questioning things, then that's okay. If your life is just going on like normal, great. I know mine isn't. You know, like, it's affecting our business, it's affecting things. You know, we didn't have the tourists this year for business. That wasn't great. You know, the economy in the world is like not doing great. The British one is like the pound's gone down and everything like that. The US economy is not amazing. Their fuel prices went up, which is obviously going to affect the price of things in the US. And that, like, we've just gone from one thing into another thing and it's like, what the fuck? I mean, like, you know, COVID, war in Ukraine, global warming. I'm like, what happened to like everything going back to normal? You know, like I said to people, nothing was fucking normal based on my research and that, you know. And I mean, it's like you listen to people and they're kind of saying, you know, there's like a 3-week wait to see a doctor in the UK. That's not good. Like, if people need to see a doctor, that's not good. You know, the NHS is struggling. I mean, the NHS has always been struggling, but it's getting even worse now. You know, it's not getting easier to live, it's getting more difficult. And it's like when you look into big pharma and big tech and like the corporations and everything like that, You know, it's all very strange, which is why I watch the news, but I'm kind of like, huh? Like, what the fuck is going on? You know? Like, this shit's not fucking normal. Like, it... what sort of future do my kids gonna have in this world unless things get sorted out? And how are we gonna sort things out? You know, house prices are fucking ridiculous. Like, more people are in debt than have ever been in debt. The world is in debt. And I'm like, who the fuck does the world owe money to? Huh? What the fuck? Like, how can all these countries be in debt and stuff like that? Like, why don't we have a better financial system? One that makes life easier for people and makes the world more livable. You know, because here I am, I'm like just trying to live my life and everything, and like all this shit's going on. You know, I'm just like, you know, questioning everything, and I'm like, huh? What? Okay. You know, trying to kind of plan my life and everything like that, and trying to sort of like get myself into a better place and everything where I'm less stressed. You know, I'm lucky that we've taken on a new partner in the bar, but the bar isn't doing amazing. It's not doing amazing. We're not making the money. I mean, we're coming up with different ideas to try and like create more revenue and that, to get more people in, but we've still got really high rent and stuff, you know. I mean, we're lucky that we own our own property. We don't have a mortgage to pay, because obviously the interest rates are going up and stuff like that, and that's going to be more stress and everything like that. And you know, we're in a good place. We're lucky. Like, some of these other people are like losing their homes because of the interest rates and everything like that. Like, you know, I've got people telling me that like they're people that have owned butchers and fish and chip shops and everything that live in their fucking shops. You know, they're going out of business and they're losing their homes, and it's like, wow, this isn't good. You know, we need a huge change. We need a huge change in the world to make it more livable for people. I mean, because obviously that's going to affect people, isn't it? Like, losing your business and everything like that is going to affect you. You know, that's why I'm looking at the UK, because I'm like, fuck, Gozo hasn't really got any jobs. You know, maybe I could go work with John and do a bit of gardening and stuff and earn a bit of money that way. You know, but I'm looking at my kids' future as well, and I'm like, where's the best place for them? You know, because they want to go on to sixth form, they want to go to college and stuff like that, and it's like, ooh, okay, well, obviously we'll support you because we're in a good place. We're lucky that we own our own property. We're really lucky that we invested our money in a property, you know. So we're one of the lucky ones, but other people are going through shit. Like, more businesses are closing in the UK and everything like that. Brexit and everything has fucked everything up, and you've got Italy with their fuel crisis and everything like that. You know, the fuel crisis is an issue for a lot of people. I know there's a lot of people in the UK who won't switch their heating on because they can't afford to. You know, like, it's pretty nuts out there. And I've got people going, be normal, embrace your life. And I'm like, wow, the world is not in a good place. Like, it's not in a good place. You know, and I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, obviously, like, the fuel crisis is affecting the price of things over here, or it will start affecting the price over here, because if businesses are having to pay more money for producing food and stuff like that, it's going to push inflation up over here. So I'm like, that's not great, but you know, like, what the fuck. So no, I don't think I'm enlightened. I don't know anything about enlightenment. I've never researched enlightenment or anything like that. You know, I'm just me doing me, and I'm like, you know, kind of going off the visions that I've had and what I've been told since my awakening, and like I'm into all the spiritual stuff and that, you know, how to be a better person, you know, like, and I like my angels and that, but I don't, like, you know, talk to everyone about that. That's just me, you know. And I believe what I believe, and I say to my kids, you know, you don't have to believe. You believe what the fuck you want to be. If you want to be a Christian, be a Christian. If you want to be an atheist, be an atheist. If you don't give a shit, don't give a shit. You know, I'm not going to fucking force anyone to believe me. Well, you know, I've had my experiences and that, and it's made me question everything. You know, I felt presences around me at times and stuff. And I know other people that I've spoken to, like, they either know someone or they have experienced it themselves, you know, and these are real life people that I'm meeting on this island that are telling me about people's experiences and their experiences, and like, this person experienced this and this person experienced this, and I'm like, oh, fucking hell, okay. So there's a lot more going on than we realise. You know, it's like my favourite band, the Smashing Pumpkins, the lead singer of that, fucking hell, he's been on, like, podcasts and that, saying that he saw a reptilian shapeshifter. Alright, what the fuck? Okay, maybe he's crazy, I don't fucking know, like, that's just weird. I mean, I know, like, people are saying that they're seeing UFOs and stuff like that, and I watched the UFO footage. You know, and I'm watching the skies, and I'm looking to see if I can see a UFO, if they're out there, you know. I mean, even my kids in school are being taught about past lives, you know, like, the teachers were showing them videos about children remembering past lives and stuff, and I'm like, you know, and they're doing past life regression on the island. I'm quite interested in that sort of thing, like, you know, if I've had past lives, maybe I have, maybe I haven't. At one point I wanted to build an empire. I'm like, fucking hell, who the fuck wants to build an empire? That's just weird. I wanted to build a self-sustaining empire. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why would I want to do that? That's just odd. That's a really weird thing to kind of want to do. So I don't know, like, whether I've had past lives where I've, like, fucking had an empire or something like that. I don't know. Like, I'm just me doing me at the moment. I'm not going to go into all the past life stuff because I can just about manage this one. But I'm interested in it. If the world fucking sorts itself out, then that's something that I'll look more into, because, you know, that's what they told me during my awakening. Like, you know, you've had loads of lifetimes here. And I'm like, oh, fuck. And they're like, don't worry about it. And I'm like, okay. And it makes you sort of, like, question what's going on and everything like that, you know, because the world isn't going back to normal. You know, more people are waking up to the lies and the corruption and everything like that all the time. You know, it's like global warming, and I'm talking to my psychiatrist about it, and he's going, oh, I was in Sicily and there was a blizzard, and I'm like, what the fuck? We're in the Mediterranean. Why would there be a blizzard in the Mediterranean? That's weird. And there's, like, snow on Mount Etna and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay. And, like, last year I thought it was going to snow here because it was so bloody cold. You know, I had to wear a fucking jumper and a coat, like, nearly all the time. And I was just sat in front of the fire because I was bloody freezing. It was a really cold winter. I'm like, warming? It's not getting fucking warmer, it's getting cooler here, you know. And then you've got like people sending me things from scientists saying, you know, like writing books and peer-reviewed studies about the fact that there isn't like global warming and stuff, and telling the media to stop trying to scare people into thinking that there's bloody global warming. You know, you've got all these, like, one side saying one thing and one side saying the other thing, and it's like, what the fuck is even going on? You know, it's crazy. Yeah, so, you know, I mean, I'm only going off my visions and stuff for, like, what's happening, and, you know, I can see a lot of things kind of changing in the world, and, you know, it's not getting easier, it's getting worse, and I'm like, why is it getting worse? Why isn't it getting better? You know, like, okay, you know, I'll keep fucking plodding along here and doing what I'm doing here. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. I'm like, I've got a property over here, we don't have to pay council tax or anything like that, so we don't have to worry about that. You know, we'll keep doing the bar and hopefully business will pick up, and hopefully everything will kind of fix itself, because at the moment, like, you know, it's not in a good state. Yeah, so, you know, I mean, like, a lot of my stuff is theories and that. I mean, the 3D Matrix is a theory. It's a theory I came up with, like, where we're being dumbed down and that, to not question anything and not, like, kind of look at who's pulling all the strings of the world and that, you know, because obviously, like, I was getting a lot of information about the Illuminati and stuff like that. I don't know if that's fucking real. I don't know if that's real. That's just, like, it was all over the place, all this stuff about, like, fucking shit like that. I don't fucking know. You know, they're theories. I don't know what's going on in the world. I'm just trying to do me. Just trying to do me to the best of my ability. And yeah, so yeah, I don't know. Whatever. It is what it is, and, you know. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll leave it there. Alright. Bye-bye.